get a few.
Okay, so I guess somewhat a little unusual because if you have had the opportunity to see the vehicles, there's actually 29 buses in our fleet that operate here on the island with the largest off-road four-wheel drive bus company in Australia. You would have seen that these buses are blue in colour. This one's standalone to some degree, I guess, because it's coloured in the state of origin colours. That's simply designed where we do a lot of support with regards to cancer awareness, and supported, of course, by the Rugby League. So hence the reason, if you're wondering as to why the bus is an actual fact of this colour, the twin colours. It's the newest bus in the island, so this is probably second or third trip out, I guess. It is in itself quite unique in its construction. They are all made in Germany, of course, but this one certainly very, very modern technology. If you're interested, $558,000 if you're interested as to the cost of the vehicle. Welcome to Fraser, or Fraser Island, of course, as we all know it. Largest sand island in the world, 6th largest island on the Australian coastline, and it is the largest island on the Queensland coast. Now, I'm going to talk in more detail shortly about its formation. It is ever so important to have that information early on tour, so that you come to appreciate, understand and respect, I guess, to a greater degree, the uniqueness and characteristics that Fraser Island holds.
So glad we didn't play that Oh, we did too. Get out of the way. Roller coaster ride is not the word.
I'm just watching the screen.
Now, the itinerary for today, as it is every day, is based on our tides on 75 Mile or Eastern Beach. We've got a high tide this afternoon. We're going to avoid it as best we can. So this is where we'll see ourselves making us, where we then will travel up some 40 kilometres. Here we'll take in the Eli Creek, fastest flowing creek on 75 Mile Beach. Along with that, we'll also visit what's left of the Mahino shipwreck, the largest, fastest and the most luxurious cruise liner of its time at the time. We'll also visit one of the many coloured sand formations, it's known as the Pinnacles, before we commence the transfer then back along the beach, taking us to the resort where you'll be taking in lunch at Mackenzie's restaurant. Following that, we'll make our way back to take in nature and work at its best. Truly spectacular, the subtropical rainforest experience. Along with that, of course, one of the many perched lakes on Fraser Island, Lake Mackenzie. In turn, we will then return to Kingfisher Bay Resort. Restroom, bathroom, washroom, toilet or lavatory situated here on arrival at Eli Creek. A little later in the morning, of course, where you'll have the options of the restroom in the restaurant. And then this afternoon we have two options, one at the Rainforest Experience and the other at Lake Mackenzie. It's ever so important at this period of time that you are fully aware. The restrooms outside the restaurant are not 3.5 star. They're eco-friendly restrooms. And invariably for some people it'll be another memory or experience that you'll take away from Fraser Island.
Eco-friendly.
That's what the beach.
Now the commentary initially is quite comprehensive. It's sort of a tour of identification, I guess, to some degree, as we make our way around, point out some of the most extraordinary characteristics of Fraser Island. I make no apologies with regards to introduction here to the island, because if you get that better understanding, you'll appreciate that day and the memories that you'll take away from the island. So, largest sand island of the world. So you may be a little interested as activity occurs where we do have vehicles travelling in our opposite direction. Permit issued by National Parks and Wildlife to all small vehicles that travel on the island. it's a request. It's not a requirement that all small vehicles give way to all larger vehicles. So that includes buses, of course, supply trucks, garbage trucks, fuel trucks, and the like. So where we try and work to some degree in harmony, of course, as best we can. Of course, situations arise where in most instances a very little area is set aside for a large vehicle to make their way on a further track, but invariably would find